the book Dragon's Lair. Hey, slow down there, friend. You don't want to upset your stomach, do you? Oh, the door was open. I was expecting to hear from you sooner or later. But, things happen. I certainly got here as fast as I could. But, walking traffic, Oh, please, just call me Temperance. That is what I represent. That is what I am. It is who I am. It's very nice to meet you. Yes, you have been visited by my sisters. I assume Humility mentioned me at least once. Well, she sometimes forgets, and I don't need my sisters talking of me, but, it is what it is, but, yeah, you really ought to slow down, though. You don't want to make your stomach sick, do you? Well, haven't you ever heard of the phrase, too much of a good thing? Well, that is essentially my department, if you will. My job as the Virtue of Temperance is to give you advice on moderation, as it were. Because there's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself, not by any means necessary, but it's when you start to enjoy yourself too much that it becomes a problem. Not only for yourself, but for those around you. Because one can indulge themselves too much on anything, not just food. How did I get you here? Well, again, I walked, but that's beside the point. The point is, it seemed like you needed me. I wonder what your roommates are doing. Rather, your next-door neighbors. The walls in this apartment of yours are quite thin. That is definitely a con, especially when it comes to sleeping, if your neighbors are night owls. But I digress. So, tell me though, what is it that you're making? Ooh, dessert for a charcuterie board? That sounds amazing. Tell me, what's the special occasion? Usually, charcuterie is served at parties. Oh, well, me and my sisters all take turns in the kitchen, and well, sometimes, if I've finished all of my duties, sometimes I peek into the occasional cooking magazine, if you know what I mean. I've done a few charcuterie boards in my time. Tell me, what exactly do you all have on this charcuterie board? I'm curious. Don't worry, I won't judge you. I've made many, many dishes in my time, and besides, everyone cooks in their own unique way, so tell me, what do you have on this lovely, lovely charcuterie board of yours? Ah, okay, so you got some cheese. You got 3 varieties of cheese. It's very good. You have some crackers. You have some grapes, some cherries, some dark chocolate. Ooh, that's very good. Now, a word of advice. If this is for a party, dark chocolate is always paired better with red wine. Milk chocolate goes better with white wine. Now, is the charcuterie board for a party or just a sort of tapas dinner? Well, tapas and can go either way. But you have a very well-made spread. I'm quite proud of you. Now, you're not going to drink to excess, are you? All right. Good. Because there's nothing wrong with a good thing of wine. Sometimes I'll have a little cocktail after hours, or sometimes I'll have a little glass of wine in the afternoon, or sometimes I'll crack a beer open with diligence. But that's the thing, moderation and knowing your limit. The same thing goes with puffing on a pipe, if you will. I sometimes puff on a little pipe when I'm studying or if I'm writing, but I don't do it every day. I do it on occasion. And when you're able to resist temptations, it builds up your willpower, which is always, always useful to have. Well, think about it this way. If you become too busy focusing on yourself and solely gorging yourself on sweets and alcohol and the various things that you like, if you focus on pleasuring only yourself, well, the whole world just passes you by. And the only time you'll ever notice the world passing you by is when you finally run out of things to consume. Yes, it's not easy. Think of life as a balancing act, like walking on a tightrope or balancing on a bridge. There's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself. However, there's also a point where you must work and step away from enjoying yourself. Does that make any sense to you? Good. I try to explain things in a understanding manner, in a way that you're able to understand them. Diligence often says that I use a lot of big words. And I do. When I was a little girl, I enjoyed reading the dictionary, and I read a bunch of books. Oh, yes. In a sense. But yes, I'm glad that you're able to understand me. It makes it easier to give advice that way. But your charcuterie board does look good. In fact, I might have to take some notes from you. Oh, you're welcome. I'm happy to give advice to humans. However, at the end of the day, what I give you is just that, advice. And it is solely up to you on whether you want to make the right decision or not. I can only nudge you in the right direction, to quote my sisters. Do we love each other? Yes. Me and my sisters love each other very much, as good sisters ought to. We're family. We look out for one another. We're all different, but our differences are our strengths. And, well, let's just say it's kind of unwise to pick a fight with us. We love each other dearly, and we are capable of defending ourselves, but I would be cautious if you ever got Diligence mad. That 7 feet worth of height is not just for show on her. Nor is her strength anything to sneeze at. Oh, our ages? Oh, technically speaking, humility is the oldest. I'm the second to youngest. But I'm glad you listened. And again, you're welcome for the advice. I'm happy to help the humans. But at the end of the day, it is up to you. And if you're not able to eat all of this at the party, well, there's always leftovers. And those could be a good snack for tomorrow morning. But, yeah, just make sure you don't drink too much tonight, alright? A little odd. I was expecting to visit with you a little bit more, but I have to go now. Well, let me see. Charity probably explained it best to you, but sometimes we virtues get a feeling that we're needed. And well, I can sense that someone is in need of me, so I have to leave you. Oh, don't worry. You'll probably see me again. And again, you have... I'm sorry, but I believe at the end of the day you will make the right choice. It is entirely up to you, though. But I do know this. You have a good head, and you have a good heart in here. I trust your judgment and your discernment. But I must leave now. It's getting late and I ought not to keep this person waiting. So, goodbye to you, and I hope you have a wonderful evening tonight.